Hi everyone, welcome back to Robisnow with Liftoff. This is going to be a review of the Powerplant radioactive map, and it's one I was going to avoid because again it's on the drawing board, but I couldn't. Basically, it's another track by Frenzy, the guy that's done the Bando track that's in the Liftoff Pro League, and frankly I've just got to take my hat off to the guy if I was wearing one, because it's gorgeous. It's just, considering it's on the drawing board as well, like, just before we start the race, just take a look at this. It's just brilliant. Like the detail in just making an environment, building a whole structure that's just truly stunning to look at and fly through. Like the detail with the trees that you don't actually fly around and stuff. It's just gorgeous. Absolutely brilliant. So well done Frenzy for another stunning map. Definitely something I would just say download just so you've got it. So we're going to give the track a go now. I have tried this a few times now. I've done it in the public lobbies and never finished it. So if I finish it, it will be a first, because it's truly challenging. It's not for the faint of hearted. It's not for a beginner like me. I don't think I'll be finishing it, but you know, you got to practice, you got to try to get better. So and by forcing myself to play harder maps, I've been getting better. So it's definitely something I would recommend if you are wanting to challenge yourself. Whoops. But yeah, about the track, I guess what I can say, apart from it being amazing and just, you know, I'm being just totally gobsmacked by how good it looks, and really well laid out, really good challenges as it were. Like you need a bit of everything in this. You can't just fly fast, you have to be accurate, you have to get your turns down, and you have to be able to do the acro moves, because it's not just flying flat and flying round corners quickly. It's a bit of everything. This, in my book, is what FPV racing should be. It's got everything that you would need to be practicing to be considered good at the sport, as it were, if I can say that. So that was a pretty clean lap for me, considering. The other thing I've got to say about it is, you know, it's really, if you're paying attention to the markers, it's actually really easy to follow where you're supposed to be going. Like you've got arrows to sort of indicate when you're going to be making a change of direction, what way you need to be sort of aiming for. You've got cones. Whoops. Got to be thankful I did not break a prop there. You've got cones lining up where your path is when it's not obvious. Like there, the left turn, I can see it coming because I can see the bend in the cones. I know I've got to turn around here because there's plenty of arrows sort of dictating that. And I know I'm going down after here. Like there's a lot of thought that's gone into making it clear and knowing where you're supposed to be going. So, but it's definitely a track that if you're good at flying, you'll enjoy, because it will push you. Oh. And that is the bit I always mess up. You see me ducking my head there to try and make it through the gap, like it makes a difference. Oh my gosh, I finished. Oh, I'm pleased with that. Honestly, I've given this video a few cracks now and I've not been able to finish, so I'm really pleased that I managed to. Hats off to Frenzy for a brilliantly well made track. Brilliant, easy viewability in where you're going. I really like, that's like my biggest nag with a lot of the maps, is you don't know where you're going. But stunning environment as well. So yeah, definitely one to get. Just get it for the free flight if you don't like the races, because there's plenty of stuff to mess around with there. But I like the races because they sort of challenge you to make turns that you don't normally make, because normally I will just fly wherever the quad wants me to fly, as it were. If I come out of a turn and I'm veering off to the right, I'll just go off to the right, because it's easier to level out and carry on rather than correcting and go the way I'm supposed to go. So yeah, definitely one that I can only recommend. If you're new to it and you can't quite fly level, you can't catch yourself and stuff. Like, I mean, I struggle with that still, but I would say get it, and just mess around with it, but don't get too stressed out if you can't do it, because that's honestly the first time I finished that. As you can see, I've only got one personal best there. and I've given this a few cracks already. So, but well done guys. I really like that track. Definitely want to get. Take care.